Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, in the spirit of Halloween, since it's coming up, I thought I would do a story time for you. And this story is about my haunted, I guess you would call it a haunted hotel room, when I went on a choir trip when I was a freshman in Winter Park, Colorado. Now, the trip up there on the charter bus was fine and everything. Where we stayed at, my choir group, we stayed at this like Boys and Girls Club in Winter Park. It was okay. It was a little strange, but it's what we could, I guess, afford and everything, and where had room for during the time of the competition, since there were so many people there from around the country. We get there, we get a room situated. I'm staying in a room with my best friend at the time and my mom, which some people in that age would have been like, oh no, I don't want to stay with my parents, they're so uncool or whatever. But I'm like, whatever, they're on the trip with me, both my parents were, and I was like, it's whatever, they're cool parents. Cool enough. They never really did anything to embarrass me on these trips anyway, so I was okay with that. And so anyway, I was staying in the room with my best friend and my mom, and our room had two, like, I think they may have been queen size beds, and then two bunk beds next to the wall. I was sharing a bed with my mom, and we were close to the window. My best friend had the next bed that was closest to the bunk bed. All done unpacking, and our other friends who were on the trip with us came to our room, and we just hung out for a little bit. And we were all talking. They were all sitting on my friend's bed, and I was on the floor on my knees, like leaning against the bed. No one had walked behind me, but as we were talking, all of a sudden I feel this sharp, like, scratch on my lower back, and it hurt. I kind of, like, jumped, and everyone was like, are you okay? Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I just felt something, like, scratch me, but I'm okay. And, like, I just blew it off as, like, something maybe had stuck in my shirt, and I moved the wrong way, and it scratched me, or whatever. So we went through on with our day. The day of our competition was, like, the next day after we got there, and I was changing into my choir dress that we all had to, the girls had to wear all these same dresses and the guys had to wear these tuxes. I was changing into my choir dress while my friend was in our room doing something else, and I turned to look in the mirror at my back so I can zip up the dress, and I have this, like, 3 scratches on my lower back, and I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. And I call my friend over, and I'm like, hey, are you seeing these scratches on my back? And she's like, yeah, where'd they come from? I'm like, I don't know, I guess this happened yesterday when I felt something. No one passed behind me, right? And she was like, no one walked behind you at all. I was like, okay, this is a little strange. But whatever. So I finished getting ready, and we go to our competition. We did pretty well in the competition. The next instance was I was in the shower, like, taking all the makeup off and everything from the competition, and it was just a general, shower tub combo with a curtain. The door was shut, but it wasn't locked, so in case something happened, people could still get in. And I thought, like, the door came open, like, it creaked a little bit. And so I peered my head around the curtain, and no one was there. I was like, okay, that was strange. But whatever. I thought, like, it was either my mom or my friend came in for a second and then walked back out. They were going to do in there. So I just continued the shower, and I just had this creepy feeling that someone was watching me. like, that feeling stayed with me throughout the entire shower. And I was like, this is really strange. I don't like this. And so I finished up my Get Out. Went on with my thing, and my friend jumped into the shower because we were going to go hang out with our friends and stuff like that. And she got out of the shower and she's like, did you come in there? I was like, no, I was out of the room for a little bit. And she's like, okay, that's weird. I could have sworn someone was like watching me. I was like, I felt the same thing. It was so weird. Like, no one ever came in when we were showering, either one of us, and we still felt like somebody was watching us. It was so strange. And the time that we were in Winter Park, Colorado was kind of early spring. There was still a lot of snow on the ground. So we went to go play out in the snow, and that was a lot of fun. We had some good memories there. My friend was pushed into a snowdrift and she got stuck. Sorry about that, my memory card got full. So what I was saying was the boys of the group were getting a little rowdy because there was another school choir group that was staying roughly in the same area, and they were getting rowdy with each other. So as a way for us not to get kicked out, we had to go to the rec center to like play and everything, and we all were basically forced to go. Let's just say on the way back to our rooms, we thought we were going to die. But that can be saved for another video. So if you want to guys hear that, comment down below or give this video a thumbs up. So the third instance of my haunted hotel room was that it was just my friend, me, and my mom in the room. It was like curfew, basically, when we had to be in our rooms and we couldn't leave after a certain hour. But we weren't tired yet, so we were all talking about different things. I don't really remember what exactly we were talking about, but I believe it was the bottom bunk. My friend had glanced over at it, and she's like, do you guys see this? And so my mom and I, we both look at it, and the mattress had looked like someone was like laying on it. Like the mattress was indented, like someone was laying there. But obviously no one was there because it was just the three of us in the room, and we were all on the queen beds. Until we were like looking at it for a little bit, and then the shape looks like it's somebody sat up and then got up and walked away from the bed. It was the creepiest thing ever. We were all three basically creeped out. And for a little bit before bed, my friend kind of left her bed and got and sat on the foot of our bed so she could be like away from it and stuff like that. So never stay at the Boys and Girls Club in Winter Park, Colorado. I don't even know if it's still open. It was like, it was old, but then some of the parts were like remodeled or redone or whatever, but it still had this like creepy vibe to it. Another thing that was made just the entire place very creepy was that the building that we were in, unless you went to your room to go to the bathroom, there was no other bathrooms, like any location, except down in the basement. And we had to practice for the competition, so we all had to go down there to practice in one of the rooms that was also down there. And it was just like the Twilight Zone, Twilight feeling down there. Like, the hall was like super long, and sometimes if you looked at it, it looked like it was like moving, just like twisting just a little slightly. It was the weirdest experience, but that's also what kind of made the trip memorable besides the choir competition that we didn't. You can't exactly like have one winner of choir competitions exactly, but you can have superior ratings, and that's what we got. We got a superior rating, which was like one of the top ones, which was really awesome for a choir group. But anyways, so yeah, what made the trip memorable? I got touched and scratched by whatever being or deity, not deity, but being or whatever was in the room. But yeah, so just a tiny little spooky paranormal story for you guys in the spirit of Halloween. That's it for my story time today. Comment down below if you like this video. Give it also a thumbs up so I know you like storytime videos. Subscribe to my channel for more. I do nail art, haul videos, storytime videos. You guys some like products that I've purchased and stuff like that. So yeah. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye.